It's Wellness Korea, baby. Get into it. You think this is Korean ramen? The fire noodles? The challenge? The sweating? It's not. Koreans don't eat fire noodles every day. The ramen we actually reach for, it's been the same for decades, and barely any of it is that spicy. But here's what nobody tells you. This little packet, it was born out of hunger, real hunger, and the story behind it might change the way you slurp it forever. I'm Kay. Let's get into it. Let's go back to the early 1960s. Korea had just survived a war, and the country was starving, not as a metaphor. People were literally going hungry. In the Namdaemun market, there were long lines every morning, not for coffee, for something called juk, pig slop stew. It was made from leftover scraps thrown out by U.S. Army bases. Sometimes there were cigarette butts in it. That was a meal. For a lot of people, the only one. One man watched that line every day. His name was John Jung-yoon. He had a comfortable job, a life insurance executive, but he couldn't unsee it. He said, "When people are starving, what good is insurance? Make something cheap that fills a stomach." So he quit, and he went looking for noodles. He found them in Japan. A company called Myojo taught him how to make instant ramen. And get this, they waived the technology fee. No royalties, just pay for the machines. Why? Because they understood. Korea was hungry, the way Japan once was. In 1963, Korea's very first ramen was born. The price? 10 won. Almost nothing. On purpose. And here's the detail that gets me. Japanese ramen back then was 85 grams. Korea's? They made it 100 grams. Bigger. Why? So a hungry person would feel just a little more full. That's not a recipe decision. That's care, baked into a noodle. Okay, quick question. Why is instant ramen always that yellow color? Most people think it's egg. It's not. There are no eggs in there. The real answer? It's a vitamin. It's called vitamin B2. Riboflavin. The name literally comes from the Latin for yellow. Korean ramen makers add it on purpose, and it's not just for color. B2 helps your body turn carbs, fat, and protein into actual energy. Back when this noodle was feeding a starving country, that little vitamin boost, it mattered. And here's something that surprises people. Instant ramen gets a bad rap, but for what it is, the balance isn't terrible. Carbs, fat, protein, a bit of dried vegetable in the flake packet, that added vitamin. I'm not calling it a health food, please, but compared to, say, a bag of chips, it's honestly not the villain everyone thinks. Fast forward a few decades, Korea isn't starving anymore, but ramen never left. It just changed jobs. It became the food of students pulling all-nighters, of workers too tired to cook, of someone living alone at midnight in a tiny apartment with one pot. In Korea, ramen is also something else. Emergency food. When there's a heavy snowstorm, an earthquake, a disaster, the relief boxes come, and they're full of ramen. It's light, it lasts, and all you need is hot water. A warm, salty bowl in a cold crisis. It's survival. But it's also comfort. Ask any Korean about ramen, and they don't talk about ingredients. They talk about memories. The taste of a snow day off school. A mom's late-night bowl after a hard shift. That's why we love it. Not because it's fancy, because it was there. Through the hard times and the small ordinary nights. That's a soul food. Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't ramen Japanese? Great question. And the answer is, they're cousins, not twins. Japanese ramen is an art form. A chef simmers the broth for hours. It's a restaurant dish, slow and refined, all about umami. Korean ramyeon? It's instant, it's bold, and it's proudly everyday. And the spice? That has a funny origin. When Korea's first ramen launched, it was mild, Japanese style. The story goes that President Park Chung-hee tasted it and said, basically, this is bland, add chili, make it spicy. So they reformulated the whole thing. That one note of heat? It's the reason Korean ramen tastes like Korea, and not like anywhere else. And then K-culture took over. K-pop, K-dramas. Suddenly the whole world saw Koreans slurping ramen on screen and wanted in. Remember that movie Parasite? That noodle dish, Ramyeon? That was two Korean ramens mixed together. The world watched, got curious, and reached for a packet. Today, Korean ramen ships to over 100 countries. Okay, real talk. You're gonna eat ramen. I'm not here to stop you. So let me show you how Koreans actually do it. Because we've spent 60 years figuring out how to make this bowl better. A few cheap add-ins, and suddenly, it's a whole different meal. Tip 1. For the morning after a long night. Throw in a big handful of bean sprouts or mung bean sprouts. They add crunch, water, and that clean, fresh bite. Koreans swear by sprouts when they're feeling rough. It lightens the whole bowl. Hangover? This is the move. Tip 2. If you want it lighter or higher in protein, slide in some soft tofu, sundubu. It melts into the broth, makes it creamy and filling, and it cuts how heavy the whole thing feels. Same comfort, gentler bowl. This one's my personal favorite. And the classics? An egg, for protein and richness. A handful of green onion, for freshness and the vegetables ramen's missing. And a side of kimchi, fermented, tangy, and it cuts the richness perfectly. None of this is expensive. None of it is hard. It's just 60 years of Koreans quietly making the bowl a little better. So, remember where we started? The real Korean ramen. Number 1, Shin Ramyeon. Number 2, Jin Ramyeon. The ones Koreans actually keep in the cupboard. Not because they're the spiciest or the most viral, but because they're the most loved. So, next time you tear open a packet, remember, this isn't just instant noodles. It's a bowl that fed a starving country, that carried people through their hardest nights, that a whole culture poured its heart into. Slurp it with a little respect, and maybe toss in some sprouts. A Korean friend doesn't lie. Quick note, I'm a host, not a nutritionist. This is the story and the culture, not medical advice. Eat your veggies too, okay? Okay, see you next time. Oh, you're still here? Okay, Loki obsessed with you. Obsessed, one word. So, subscribe, like, hit the bell. Do all 3, and I'll see you next vid. Ugh. Okay, last one. This was Wellness Korea. Stay healthy, besh. Bestie, base tie, period.